Hey, everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority. Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevreuse of the Special Patrol, so I'm feeling optimistic.
We'll trust your instincts, then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier. It would be easy if it were that simple.
Ahem.
All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation. But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes. To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontanian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out. Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything, unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point. Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
That's the Knight we know and love.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat, too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know. And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
All right, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahal's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day. Traveler, Paimon's getting kinda hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with.
You lousy swine!
Stop right there!
Oh, look! A surprise performance! Wow! How lucky we are!
After him!
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Quick! Don't let him get away! Be careful!
Amazing!
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? You again! You're driving me crazy! Oh, wow,
All right, that's a wrap.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard for human life! I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you!
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
Why, you... All right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me. You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natlan too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed! And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
Something wrong, Kanich? Gone soft, have we?
I don't believe a word you say. Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler. Pure and simple.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
First of all, are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontanian, if you ask me.
Huh? What kind of logic is that? I can't explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want to hear another word. Ahow, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
The moment I've been waiting for. Eat this, scumbag!
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course, I might be wrong. But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck. Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right? Many thanks.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord. Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
Little Kniech, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kniech, aren't ya? Aw, don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public!
What are you on about? Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get. They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune. But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it. Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. They say that people are shaped by their past, and since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right. We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow. Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook, or the very first time I yearned for knowledge. Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Yay! Traveler Kniech, you're back! We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away. She looked pretty pleased with herself. So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh? Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve. Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia. Apparently, the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full. Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about, not really our concern. Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte. Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon. Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that. Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
If you say so.
Poor little Kniech. No one was there to pat him on the head, so he went off to cry all on his own. For real now? Seems more likely that a How is the one crying. Hey! You little...
To be honest, I haven't decided yet. At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And in any case, the court might need me to testify again. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan. So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
You're both doing great. You sound more like bosses than I do. In any case, with this, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is now officially open. Running a theme park is a long-term project. You won't make much if you try and rush it. We're just about done with our current work setup, so let's take a short break and wait for this cycle's revenue report to come in. Well, the numbers might not look that impressive, but given that we're just getting the ball rolling, I'd say that wasn't a bad start. Building on this momentum, we must consider rolling out more unique business strategies during the next cycle. To draw in the crowds, I've invited one of Fontaine's very own celebrity chefs, my good friend Escoffier. She'll be performing right here in the amusement park's restaurant. On that note, let's go catch up with her.
So, is the restaurant part of our business strategy too? There are so many layers to this operation.
The restaurant is up to standard, and the waterside location will make for a unique dining experience. The beautiful scenic reflections in the water create a stunning backdrop, lifting diners' spirits and allowing them to truly savor their meals. Ingredients, check. Cooking utensils, check. Looks like we're ready to rumble.
Hey there, Escoffier!
Oh, my employers are here. The president of the Spina di Rasula, plus the famous traveler and Paimon. I must say, you seem a bit overqualified to be running a film-themed amusement park.
I'd say that if anyone here was overqualified, it would be the former head chef of the Hotel de Boer. Wherever you walk, the aroma of fine cuisine follows in your wake.
Let's get back to business. I'm guessing you want the traveler to help me decide the theme dish for each cycle, right?
This is the business strategy I mentioned earlier. Using Escoffier's top-tier dishes to attract more visitors to the park. But this isn't just about attracting visitors. Her culinary masterpieces will surely have other surprising effects. Just imagine, Paimon, if all you needed was a single ticket to enjoy all the attractions and taste all the legendary food. Wouldn't you be tempted?
Then Paimon come every single day.
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strategy, the menu can't be made public. Based on research by a certain food branding consultant, many restaurants have started offering a special chef surprise dish. So give me some inspiration every few business cycles, and I'll decide on our next theme dish. Now then, give me your hand. A warm and energetic feel. Your hands are calloused from wielding your sword, but still quite delicate. When you grasp its hilt, it's like you're holding the bow of a violin. A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength. All right, let's find out what strength looks like in gastronomical form. I've refined the sauce for these barbecue ribs. It's a richer flavor than the classic version, but not at all greasy. The mint extract in the seasoning leaves a refreshing aftertaste, perfect for indulging yourself after a fun-filled day. But if you ask me, I'd say the artisans need these more than the guests.
The artisans?
As I'm sure you've noticed, this park isn't quite finished. A serving of these barbecue ribs should help the artisans replenish their strength much more quickly. As their bosses, you have an obligation to provide meals for them. So why not invite them to dine here? Who knows, the morale boost might even improve their productivity.
Oh? If I recall correctly, you once served up some special fish and chips for the porters over at the Fleuve Sandra. For several days after, the workers were all incredibly efficient. They'd finish 8 hours of work in just 5. And then, because they clocked out early, they'd come back completely refreshed the next day.
Then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still hot. I'll prepare some side dishes and desserts too.
That's a great idea! You really live up to your reputation, Escoffier! Looks like these themed dishes are gonna make a huge difference after all. We'll have to make sure we check in with you regularly. The artisans are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take the facilities of our eclectic escapades to the next level.
We should be able to attract more customers by upgrading the stall, don't you think?
That's right. Based on my business experience with the Spina di Rosula, I've quantified the service value to help you intuitively understand how satisfied customers are with each stall. An attraction will reach its ideal revenue only when its service value meets customer expectations. As we improve and expand our facilities, expectations will also increase accordingly. When that happens, we can deploy more capable employees or invest funds in training to enhance our employees' skills. Whew, that should be everything. Looks like you've pretty much mastered how to run this park.
Huh? Have we really? Thinking about it, we have learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't say I taught you much. Your intuition's been guiding the way mostly. I imagine long-term operations sounded like a scary prospect the first time I mentioned it, huh? But don't let that scare you. Just break things down into smaller steps and tackle them one at a time. Even if you're not a genius or naturally gifted, you'll get it done in the end.
Whoa, seeing your own progress has really got Paimon fired up! Actually, she's gonna jot your words of encouragement right down. From here on out, we'll be running the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland together. Let's make it a big success!
Now that things have reached this point, we should add
A pinch of salt?
a dash of pepper, actually.
Brilliant.
Huh? You two aren't talking about a new dessert menu by any chance, are you?
Not desserts.
Oh, we're talking about the script. Oh, my dear partner, photographer, rookie director. Our creativity must keep up with the overflowing enthusiasm of our fans. There's no room for dull scripts on my stage. Plot twists should strike the audience like a cloud of pepper, leaving them sneezing in surprise. Achoo!
The same logic applies in catering. I once heard Miss Emily mention that pepper could be used in perfumes. Perhaps I could find a way to make it work in desserts too.
A peppery kick to complement the delicate sweetness of cream, perhaps.
Wow, the two of them seem to be working together so well. Paimon's struggling to imagine what a pepper cake would taste like, though.
Well, well, what do we have here? Escoffier's making a new cake? Oh, how exciting! When it's ready, do let me know. I'd love to try it.
Is it just Paimon, or does it seem like everyone's even more enthusiastic now that they've finished their work?
Why shouldn't they be? When your hard work pays off, that's when you should celebrate. It's like a batch of fresh macarons. You should never let fear of sweetness stop you from adding all the filling you please. After all, if there's ever a time to pile on the sugar, it's when you're making macarons.
Pile on the sugar!
Pile on the sugar! And why are we piling on the sugar?
Lapine Pauline, you're here! Is it ready?
Of course! It all went according to plan.
Huh? Were you off on some kind of important task?
I was indeed. Please accept this.
Oh, wow! It's a panoramic view of the amusement park with everyone's illustrations on it!
Since the film Fantasyland has been such a success, we decided to create a unique souvenir to remember it by. We built this park together brick by brick, so we decided we'd all contribute to drawing this map together too.
To be fair, it was mostly thanks to Miss Lapine Pauline. She's our expert when it comes to drawing after all. But we all did our best to leave our own marks too.
That's right. And on top of that, Traveler, I'm offering you a most special privilege. You get to add a mustache to my portrait. Cream-flavored, huh? Very traditional, but also very delicious. You have my approval.
All right then. Now that you're the proud owner of this commemorative map, you can draw as many different flavored mustaches on it as you like.
Sounds like a pretty tasty map. We'll look after it well.
Great! Your satisfaction is our #1 priority. Everything's all in order. Now it's time to relax. Forget about work and just enjoy the park.